Welcome you to Geo Virtual Learning Channel. Myself, Dr. Surjot Pal, Department of Geography and Applied Geography, University of North Bengal. In this video, I'll discuss about the analysis of time series. A time series is a collection of observations of well-defined data items obtained through repeated measurement over time. It may be defined as a series of data points indexed in time order. Most commonly, a time series is a sequence taken at successive equally spaced points in time. Thus, it is a sequence of discrete time data. Time series analysis comprises methods for analyzing time series data in order to extract meaningful statistics and other characteristics of the data. Many types of geographical data like rainfall, production, population, etc. are on monthly and yearly basis for a long period of time. Such data which show chronological order are termed time series. Time series analysis is a statistical technique that deals with time series data or trend analysis. Time series data means that data is in a series of particular time period or intervals. They can be analyzed to show secular trend or cyclic tendencies or temporal variations or fluctuations. They can be plotted on a graph by taking time along the x-axis and the variable along the y-axis. However, better results of the time series data can be obtained through defined methods. These methods are least square method, semi-average method, moving average method, freehand curve or eye estimation method. In this video, I will discuss about the least square method and its calculation for representing the time series data. During time series analysis, we come across with variables. Many of them are dependent upon others. It is often required to find a relationship between two or more variables. Least square is the method for finding the best fit of a set of data points. It minimizes the sum of the residuals of points from the plotted curve. It gives the trend line of best fit to a time series data. This method is most widely used in time series analysis. Let us discuss the method of least square in detail. Before going to discussions, I have already put a question for the calculation of time series data. That is, the following table represents the total population in India from 1901 to 2001. Fit a straight line to the following time series data by least square method and show the original observations and trend on graph and also interpret the diagram. In this table, you can see that this column represents the year and this column represents the total population of India in crore. This is the table. This is the table for calculating the time series data by least square method. You can see year and total population is already given in the question, and the total population is represented by y, and you have to do the summation of the y, that is 524.35. The third column represent by x. In this case, the middle value is taken as the basic year. The middle value is taken as the basic year, that is 1951, and you can obtain the value of x by using this formula, that is x equals to specific year minus basic year divided by difference between two consecutive year. In case of the year of 1951, the specific year is 1951 minus basic year is also 1951 divided by difference between two consecutive year means 10 years. So the result gives the result is 0. In this way, you can calculate the x value for the year of 1941. The specific year is 1941 and basic year is 1951. That gives the result minus 10 divided by 10. Altogether it gives the result minus 1. In this way you have to calculate the value of x for all the years and do the summation of x that is 0. The fourth column represents xy. Simply multiply x with y and do the summation, that is 826.89. The fifth column is x square. Simply square of the x value for the various year and do the summation, that is 110. The fifth column, the sixth column is yc equals to a plus bx. You have to find out the value of a and the value of b. So the general equation of the straight line is given by yc equals to a plus bx, where yc represents predicted value of the dependent variable, a equals to y-axis intercept, that is the height of the line above origin, and b equals to slope of the line. When b is positive, the slope is upwards. When b is negative, the slope is downwards. X is independent variable. To estimate the constants a and b, the following two equations have to be solved simultaneously. The equation number 1 is summation y equals to na plus b summation x, and equation number 2, that is summation xy equals to a summation x plus b summation x square. The regression equations solved are the first equation, that is summation y equals to na plus b summation x. Putting the value of summation y, that is 524.35, and the number n is the number of observation, that is n equals to 11, plus b into summation x. We already calculated the value of summation x is 0. So 524.35 equals to 11a plus b into summation x equals to 0. Or a equals to 524.35 divided by 11, it gives the result of a, that is 47.67. By applying the value of a in the equation number 2, that is summation xy equals to a summation x plus b summation x square, that is summation xy, you see summation xy is 826.89 equals to a into summation x, the value of summation x is 0, plus b into summation x square, the value of summation x square equals to 110. So 826.89 equals to a into 0 plus b into 110, or 826.89 equals to b into 110, or b equals to 826.89 divided by 110. It gives the result 7.52. So the value of a equals to 47.67 and value of b equals to 7.52. So using the formula, using the value of a and b in the equation of yc equals to a plus bx, we get the predicted value of the dependent variable. For example, in case of 1901, when x equals to minus 5, a equals to 47.67, b equals to 7.52. When applying this value in this regression equation, you get a plus bx, that is 47.67, plus b, value of b, that is 7.52, and value of x in case of 1991, that is minus 5. So altogether the value of yc, that is predicted dependent variable for 1991, that is 10.07. In this way, you have to calculate the predicted value of the dependent variable for all the years. Using this value of YC, draw a best fit line or trend line, and using the observed value, that is Y, that is the absolute number of the population of the different decades, you have to draw the original observation line. So this straight line represents the trend line and this curved line represents the original observation line. So in this way, you have to prepare a diagram represented by the least square method, that is the trend of population in India from 1901 to 2001 is shown by least square method. In case of interpretation, you can write the diagram shows the increasing trend of population in India at 10-year interval from 1901 to 2001. The variation of the trend of population in different decades are shown by least square method of this time series data. The x-axis represents the census year and the y-axis represents the population according to scale. It can be seen that the lowest population in India in the year of 1921 and that of highest in 2001. Though there is a decreasing trend of population increase from 1921 to 1981 compared to 1901, 1911 and 1991 to 2001. The location of regression line indicates the positive relationship and it affects the increasing trend of population over time. The increasing trend of population is more in the year of 1901, 1911, 1991 and 2001 than that represented by the straight line. Hope you can understand and you can share and subscribe the channel for getting the notification of my videos when I upload the same. Thanks for watching.